right, welcome back, and time now to take a look at what's making headlines in some of our daily newspapers. And we start with Business Day, and this is what they are leading with this morning. ANC rolls the last dice. NEC adopts proposal aimed at stopping factory closures. Now, the ANC is pushing preferential electricity tariffs, export controls and infrastructure investment for South Africa's chrome and manganese industries in a move aimed at stopping factories from shutting and heeding long-standing industry warnings of creeping beneficiation decline. That's their lead story there. And then pictures of smoke rising during an Israeli offensive in Gaza on Monday, and pictures there of, among others, a displaced Palestinian mother who has lost 22 relatives hugging her son. SA backs workers' rights to strike in UN court showdown. A South African delegation has pushed back against narrowing the reading of an International Labour Organization convention ruling on the right to strike, telling the International Court of Justice that it is an intrinsic corollary of the freedom of association. And then at the top there, Life, Malema book reveals a web of money, power and patronage. More on that on page 13. Also, crisis as French government quits. SA and Russian leaders share troubling similarities, and Proteas eye strong test start in Pakistan. Moving on to the next one here, and that is the Daily Dispatch. And their headline there, Metro is neither dysfunctional nor cash-strapped, says the mayor. And going into that particular story. And then also hit for 6 there, some news from the South African cricket team. Proteas going strong there, and students injured and 5 arrested during UFH protest, and also some of the other stories that they are looking at there. All right, let's move on to The Witness. That's our next paper. They leading this morning with SCA upholds a Zulu King's recognition. And this, of course, a victory for the president appealing that particular matter. Also, G20, South Africa's last chance to seize the moment. Eswatini to accept 11 more deportees from the United States. And also, Ramaphosa unveils ANC's economic growth master plan. And that, of course, speaks to our question of the day as well this morning. And then at the bottom there, a story there about a leopard that was captured after wandering into the Indonesian hotel. Can you imagine that, just coming out and there's a leopard in the hotel? So that story there on the front page as well. And on the back page, Markram's men off to Pakistan. The Argus this morning, they leading with fishing towns seek a say in harbour overhaul, and this, of course, a revamp that is gaining momentum, but the residents are expressing their concerns. Also, abducted SA activists set to return home from Israel today. We'll have more for you on that story in our news bulletins. From Cape Flats to College of Surgeons, a beautiful, uplifting story there on the front page of the Argus this morning. And of course, also just taking a look at some of the other stories that they look into. On page 4, COSATU rallies Cape workers for International Day for Decent Work. Also, Western Cape teacher reinstated after unfair dismissal claims on page 3. And on the back page, Stellies prepare for a gallant challenge. Those are some of the stories that the Argus delves into today. Let's take a look at some of the others. And of course, not forgetting the SABC's own website, www.sabcnews.com. On your screen right now, that exclusive interview with Brown Mokgotsi, as well as so many of the other news stories as well. That's of course on our website, and with links to a live streaming of some of the events as well. And then of course, don't forget, if you still don't have it, you really are missing out. The SABC Plus app. All you need to do is download it, register, and you're good to go. And these are just some of the many SABC properties that you will have access to. And you know, some of the more nostalgic programs there are an absolute treat. Also, access to all of the SABC radio stations, as well as podcasts of some programs. So that's on the SABC Plus app. You can also follow all of the news programs on that as well. That's SABC Plus. If you don't have it yet, make sure that you do. With that, it's 7 o'clock.